Hi Stampin' friends. Tonight we're going to use the beautiful autumn set. It will be, I have 4 things in mind to show you, so I hope I can get around to all of those. The stamp set and the punches I actually borrowed from Dot, so a big thank you to Dot tonight. The first card that we're going to do is going to use the matching paper. So we've used that before. We used it with this little card here. Whoops, I lost the bow real quick. Oops, accident. But you remember this one from before. So we're using that matching paper, and I've just punched them out. There are a ton of different things that can be punched out with this. So I punched, the one I'm going to use for this one is from the large piece of paper that has several of the paper matching colors in it. I even cut out some by hand, these little tiny, more straight leaves. I used those and then some of each of the others, and then I punched just about 3 of the acorns because they're bigger. So what I was going for here was using the woodland embossing folder, and I don't know if you can see that. It might be a good idea as you're doing yours to consider going over this with some sponging to bring up the tree limbs and trunks in the background. What I was doing here, I was doing the together right here in the middle, and I stamped that in the matching Cajun Craze. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and get started and pop this up on some dimensionals like this. And this would be a good place, I didn't think to go get them, this would be a good place to use your dimensional strips around the edge. And of course, it would be easy to make this into a shaker card, which could be really cute, especially if you use these tiny small leaves in the shaker. That would be very adorable. You know, put your acetate on here, you would glue the acetate on, and then you would put you could use the edges of this, but use your strip of dimensional around it and then fill it with some things like maybe you could use some of these leaves and then put another piece of cardstock on top of it and stick it down. So I'm just going to put a few around here. The sentiments that are with this set are good sentiments. They say thank you and hey there and my heart is grateful for you, but they're a little bit big to put in a circle. So that's why I used this Gather Together from the Come Together set. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and try to stick this down. So the first thing I'm going to do is put down a few of the leaves with some green glue, just with the liquid glue. Eventually I will want to pop some up on some dimensionals as I go through, but at first I just want to kind of get a base laid down for this. I'm going to put a few of these leaves that are sort of somewhere between mint macaron and pumpkin pie. These are not really the color of any leaves I've seen, but it does make a cute contrast with this, especially when you're using the rest of the matching designer series paper. And the main thing I'm going for on this is to just try to use a variety of different sizes and pieces in different places. I want to keep it looking rounded, but I don't want to get too many of the same one in each spot. I probably shouldn't have done that one right there, because I probably would want it popped up here in a minute. Okay. Then I'm going to put some more of these guys. I want to go ahead and finish kind of the edge here so that I can see that I have the circle completed. Maybe right there. Okay, so now I feel like I'm ready to pop things up on glue dots. So, I mean on dimensionals. I want to go ahead and do that. We just turn them over. You notice the back side is a kind of pretty paper that to me looks like it's kind of turkey feathers. Not sure if it's supposed to be, but it looks like it. Put the mini dimensionals on all of these. I think it would look really nice if you put some linen thread or just some ribbon to make a little bow. It'd be really cute. Like that. And then let's see what I can find here. Thread. Or gold would be gorgeous as well. Or even just some mint macaron would be really pretty to put with it as well. Just kind of give it a little bit of kind of some shine. But I really think that the gold would look, I mean the plain would look really nice with this. It would give it kind of a, I don't know if you'd call it a more casual look. So anyway, I think that's what I'll try to find and put on there later. I don't know what I've done with it. But anyway, so there's the first option, just kind of a general card here that's just quick to do and just punch out. Then I wanted to show you this and what I'm doing with it. This is the Plaid Tidings. And I haven't showed you this paper yet, I don't believe. It has a variety of both fall, Christmas, and just general, in my opinion, just kind of masculine papers. Like, to me, that one's not even especially Christmas, even though it's red and green. What I like about this would make really cute, you remember the cards that we made this summer, those of you who are local, we made this summer with the Hawaiian paper. That same pattern you could reuse again and use some of these, especially like this one that's blue and red. That's the first thing I thought of. Would make another cute masculine card using the plaid. That could be really cute. So that's an option. Plus this would be really cute for Christmas things as well. Okay, the one I'm using tonight is this kind of Halloween-y, kind of fallish looking plaid. So what I wanted to show you on this, I did the My Heart is Grateful for You, which is from this beautiful autumn set. And I thought that would look good. This is cut out with So Sentimental, the sentimental dies. And I thought that looked cute as a focal point for it. Then I thought it would be cute to put this, now this is Bumblebee and this is Crushed Curry, but my eye, and maybe it's because I'm getting older, but I can't see much difference in these colors. So if I want to use a color and I think it looks good, I don't worry that it isn't the exact color. I just kind of go with it. Okay, so what I wanted to show you on this one is using the punches. Here they are. They're an acorn, an oak leaf, and a maple leaf. It'd be kind of cute to put one in the middle and go up. What I wanted to show mainly, use a line for the top of your punch, just one of the lines of the plaid, and it makes it easy to get them sort of lined up to use the paper as your guide. So, and you can see if you've got it straight. You may not want it straight. You may want to do your leaves, let's see, I'm even showing you what I'm talking about. You may want to do your leaves like this, like back and forth. You could use the same one across, like that, back and forth. That would be adorable. But what I'm going to do tonight is try to use all of them. So I'm going to start, because I think it's the cutest, with the maple leaf shape. And I'm lining it up with the bottom of the black line up here. Let's see, I'm showing you about this black line up here. So then I'm just going to punch. And then I'm going to do the same thing, line it up with the black line up there. And I just don't want to get too close over here where I'm going to catch any part of the hole I've just made. So what I like to do on that is like line it up with the edge of where I punched that. And then I'm ready to punch again. And then because I'm kind of going for it being somewhat centered, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, keeping it below the line where the black is, you know, just some random line I've chosen on the plaid. That's just something I'm using just randomly. And then punch. Looks like I got a little close over to this edge. I'm gonna try to just use the edge here. And you don't necessarily have to punch another one. I think it could be cute to just leave it like this. Let's see what we think it looks like that. So there you can see the crushed curry kind of coming through these punches that we've done. So then we might put this here, and then we might take these guys. You could use the opposite side for the leaves. And if I were going to do this, I would probably punch another one out of my Blackberry Bliss, which I happen to have here, 1 second, and punch each one with Blackberry Bliss so that I can put it under it, kind of. Which it won't make a full mat, of course, because it's the same size as what we've punched. But it will kind of allow you to kind of put it up a little bit. And it'll just kind of give it some contrast. So like this. Da-da-da. Like that. And then like that. And then if you don't care for that, you could always just use the this color by itself with the Blackberry Bliss. You may think that looks cuter. I think I kind of think so too. I don't think I like the other side of that. For fall, it looks just mostly like Christmas. Okay, so there is that, and I'm just going to put some ribbon and put it together. My Stampin' Seal, put it down the sides. This is the in color Bumblebee, so I'm gonna have to watch that you don't get it too messed up. See how it's doing right there? You wanna just kind of be careful. Okay, so now I'm ready to put this down on my crushed curry, which Bumblebee would be fine too. That may even be what's in the paper, I'm not sure. Okay, so there's that. And then I just wanna get some dimensionals, normal size ones, don't need the big one, don't need the little ones, I mean. Put them on here. You know, one thing you could do is put them down here beside this. That could be really cute. Putting them beside the punches. So you can see there's a ton of choices of what you could do to decorate this card. So you could also add the other colors that are in here. Add some gray or some white or whatever, you know, that would add a little extra whatever to it, so that could be cute. You just go ahead and stick these on here. This one over here. And again, 3 is always good. Just kind of make a little triangle with them. Whoops, that didn't stay stuck. I'll have a little bit of gunk to get off with my adhesive eraser. Luckily I have one, so I can get that off here in a minute. But okay, so now the next thing I would probably do is add maybe some gold, these gold gilded gems. And on this one, I think it could use some over here in the corner. And then to me, it could also use maybe some of the smaller ones on the leaves somewhere. So kind of here and there throughout the, maybe 3 like that, just to get your interest. And then 2 up in the corner. So, but that's one of those things that's totally up to you. It's something that's easy to add, you know. You can get to where you're just putting tons and tons of them on there. So totally up to you how many that you end up with using. Move on to our third card. And what I was thinking for it, I'm going to do another
one where there's a circle, but this is easier. You won't have to line it up. You can just put the Season of Thanks on a piece of cardstock and then use a circle to punch it out. And of course, I forgot to mention this, it would be really cute to just put your leaves on here randomly, as if they're falling in this forest. So there's another option. But for this one, I'm going to do another thing. But first, I can show you that easily without having to actually make another card. So this one, I'm using Cajun Craze, and I found some colors I really liked on Pinterest. So if you're ever stuck for what colors you want to use, because there are so many pretty fall colors, but you can't use them all on one card usually. So Pinterest is a good way to find colors that look new and different to you. So you can look up color scheme, or I have a board on my Pinterest that's called Colors for Cards. So probably if you search that, you will probably find other demonstrators boards that are the same. Okay, so what I wanted to show you on this is using your Versamark ink, because to me, the way that they look when they're like on this one, it's very cute. It doesn't necessarily need a whole lot of color, but to me, the Versamark on some of these lighter stamps, lighter colored papers could add some veining that would be really pretty. So let's see here. I can use those three. So I think I will do some yellow ones. And then one thing, as you're stamping, just realize if you're going to punch them out, you just want to be sure that you've got them going the direction of the punch. And then I think I'll do some of this Blackberry Bliss. So now that I've stamped those, I can just go across here and punch them. Boy, that's kind of hard to see. The sun is going down. Till it's getting to be that time of year. So I got those done. This is the copper. You remember our in color, that's the copper. So I think that would be cute for our acorns. This is a good example where you can see those pretty well. I kind of like how that works. So there. Now we're back to this and our Season of Thanks. So again, like I said before, it could be really pretty to add some, use your little sponge daubers and add some color to the, you just kind of go over the individual tree trunks and give them a little bit of added emphasis. So now I think I'm ready to put these on. I wanted to show you these little guys. They are in the Forever Fern set. So always remember, if you've got a set that's kind of like this, you can always turn this into a fall set too. And these, to me, this needed a little more texture, a little something different. So what I did was I cut several of these. This actually comes with 4 of these little twiggy looking things. And I cut a bunch of those out of saffron so that I could put it together with this. And I thought that would be kind of cutesy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere my layer onto my card base. Okay, and I'm going to put my Season of Thanks straight down on this so that I can pop up a few of my leaves when the time comes. I'll put that there, kind of raised up just a little bit. And one thing about the Cajun Craze, some of it looks good with the terracotta tile. I don't necessarily think on this one that I would care for it with the terracotta tile, but you could put some kind of brown twiggy paper. Like, okay, I guess what I've tried to show you also, this would look good, the back side of the terracotta tile. It kind of has a little bit of shadow of the terracotta tile. So that's a color that you might want to consider using. So now I'm ready to find my mono multi-green glue again. And then I'm gonna put, I think I might just go around it with some glue. I think that'll save me some time. And then add little bits here and there. Try to use a good variety. And I'm going to tuck these little guys in. I'm just going to put this on the inner little stem there and try to tuck them back under the edges. So there you can see, that's the way I did this card. And then I would probably add either ribbon or maybe a piece of some sort of cardstock or paper down across here to just add some more interest here. But if you like it like this, of course, there's no reason you would necessarily have to. All right, so here is my last thing. These are those tags again from the Halloween set that we used. I have a ton of these in pumpkin pie because that's what we used for class last month. So I just used the Cajun Craze, which looks like brown once you go to put it on this pumpkin pie. And I inked this Gather Together and just kind of stamped at the bottom. And so what I thought would be cute, if you needed to have a hostess gift, you could put this tag, you know, you remember the ones that go on the bottom of a bottle of wine with the big, or juice, with the big circle, or you could put it on, you can also put it on the soaps from Bath & Body Works. But I thought this could be cute around candies or some kind of chocolate treats, because I thought that would be fun to add that instead. So if you aren't too bored yet, I thought I might put some of these little leaves on that. I thought that could be really cute, just to add a little more to my Versamark. I'll do a couple of these guys. Don't need quite as many on this since we're only doing a tag. Probably just one acorn. I think I want to punch some of these yellows since I don't have much. Again, so saffron. And then I think this one would definitely look cute with maybe some champagne bling. Those could look really cute on there. Or this other one, this one that comes in red and kind of a clear gold look. I think that that's kind of organic looking, the way it just has a little bit of color on it. It's almost, it has some clear with just some little speckles on it. So I think that could look really cute on that because it's just kind of plain with some added emphasis. And then I wanted to show this, I think they called this the embroidered ribbon. And it has it's supposed to have like a saffron look between there. So just put this through here. Like that, and it kind of brings out the colors in these little gems as well. So I think that makes a really cute tie-on for candy or for anything that you need to give as a hostess gift or anything. I know that this is kind of a funny year for that, but you could also just put it on someone's doorstep that you would normally see at this time of year. I appreciate you all watching. Oh, I should do a recap. Okay, so we had this little tag. We had the Season of Thanks card, it was on the petal pink. And then we had the kind of slightly masculine Plaid Tidings, and then the one that uses the colors from the paper. So anyway, I appreciate you all watching. Bye-bye.